Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Jackson versus Brennan.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Jackson, you and your mother opened your case because your childhood sweetheart has now become your adulthood nightmare. You say the defendant and his meddling mother are now denying your daughter, Micaiah. You say you need help because your daughter has cerebral palsy and you want the defendant to man up. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brennan, you testify that you have substantial evidence that fuels your doubt. You say you are not the father, but know who is. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Jackson, you want the defendant to man up.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain.
I just wish he would be there for his child and step up to the plate with his responsibilities, pretty much, and be there like he was in the beginning when he didn't have a doubt.
What is he doing currently for Micaiah?
Zero. Nothing.
So, Ms. Jackson, I can see the tears in your eyes. How does that make you feel as a mother? I can see the pain. Can you express that to the court?
It hurts a lot, actually, knowing that somebody so beautiful that took after both of us, that was made from both of us when me and him were thick as thieves, and everything just got torn apart because somebody didn't want to be a father.
Mr. Brennan,
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
don't believe you are Micaiah's biological father.
I have doubts.
You do.
Yes.
And is the testimony of Ms. Jackson true that in the beginning you were there?
In the beginning, yes, I was always there. And I actually got kicked out of their house. That's why I wasn't there. And they don't let me see her. I've asked for a paternity test before.
Oh my God.
I've even got messages of that, but
This
it's
is
okay.
crazy.
I've asked for a paternity test more than once. Haley's told me no. And they tell us we'll never see the baby again. I mean,
You missed out on all these years, and I think it's funny. I really do.
I try to see her every year.
pathetic because you can sit there and act like, oh, poor victim me, and then Chris, oh, poor victim me. But you guys could have done a paternity test a long time ago.
Instead of
Way long time ago. So you missed out.
Yeah.
You did.
Why should we have to fight for a paternity test when...
You don't have to fight for one.
When, yeah, and
We don't
they
have to
always,
fight for one.
That's what happens every time
Yeah,
we try
that's
to
what
talk to
happens.
them.
So, Ms. Jackson,
And I'm not listening to that.
When's the last time Mr. Brennan
Well, you're gonna
saw...
have to, aren't you? Sorry.
When's the last time Mr. Brennan saw Micaiah?
3 years ago this December.
All right, so let's go back a bit because I do want to understand how we got here. You all were in a relationship, you were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sweethearts, high school sweethearts.
Yes.
And at some point you find out you're pregnant.
Yes.
During that pregnancy, was Mr. Brennan there?
He was there throughout the
He
whole
was
pregnancy.
supportive.
Oh, yes.
Take me back to that time and explain to me what was going on then.
Okay, so I found out I was pregnant. We started talking about everything, and he was there. We hung out all the time. We walked together almost every day whenever it came down to getting ready to have a child. When my water broke, I woke him up, and he immediately jumped up and took me to the hospital.
During your pregnancy or at the birth, did he ever question paternity?
He did.
He did.
He did.
What happened?
Before I had got pregnant, I was with one of my exes when me and him were on a break. And then after that, we got back together and we were super close, inseparable. When I lived with him at his mother's house.
She disappeared for 3 weeks, Your Honor, and then she comes back a week later and she's pregnant.
Ms. Jackson disappeared for 3 weeks?
She disappeared for 3 weeks,
That's
came
false
back.
information.
So was that the beginning of your doubt, Mr. Brennan?
Through our whole relationship, I was cheated on. I kept getting cheated on. So I didn't back
And
of my head
you cheated on
wondered,
me
what
all the
happened?
time.
What
So you
happened?
always
At
had
your
this
mom's
doubt.
house.
I'm not the one that gets
And
pregnant.
took pictures of it and put it on Facebook
I'm not the
and
one that
showed
gets-
everybody
I'm
that
not the
you were
one-
cheating on me the whole time.
I'm not the one that got pregnant. You get pregnant. Not
Oh,
me.
Well, that's what happens when...
but you can get-
So listen, I can see that this relationship got very messy, and that's why we're here to try to sort through this, because at the end of the day, we have beautiful little Micaiah,
Beautiful little
and
girl.
she needs to know who her biological father is. Ms. Winters, I want you to finish your testimony.
You know, he loved this girl since they were kids, 14 years old. And of course, I mean, he had loved her. This is all hard on him, Your Honor. But yes, she disappeared for 3 weeks. She comes back a couple weeks later pregnant. And it's like, I've always had the doubts, but I don't want to have the doubts because she's beautiful.
So take me to the day Micaiah was born. Were you at the hospital, Mr. Brennan?
Of course.
You were there.
I picked her up and carried her to my van and sped to the hospital and ran past every red light I possibly could to get her there.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
No.
Miss Jackson, I do need to ask if Mr. Brennan was that present and very much involved in Micaiah's birth and her care, why wasn't he allowed to sign or be on the birth certificate?
She was
He
supposed
did,
to have
Your
my
Honor.
last
I
name.
had the whole packet, and he had permission to sign anything because I was under the influence of the drugs at the time.
No.
All right, and
So I never seen it. I still ain't seen the birth certificate.
Mom, I want to understand, when's the first time
let me
you
see it.
even found out Mr. Brennan had doubt?
Last October.
Tell me what happened.
I texted his mom and said, you know, do you want to see little Precious for Halloween? I was going to stop over and let her see her. Nope, it wasn't her grandkid, and I got evidence right here.
I'd like to see that evidence.
Actual cases.
Her car had come through and slammed me up against the toolbox.
There was a torpedo coming at my face.
Personal injury court cases everyone's going to be talking about.
So this is a text message between you and Ms. Winters.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Jackson, you text, oh yeah, she's not your blood. Okay, I will see you in court, sweets. So you know who the daddy is? And Ms. Winters, you respond, Haley knows. That's why all these years she did not want a DNA test.
And that proves I've asked.
And that's a lie.
And then Ms. Winters sends a photo and it says, here's the real daddy, dumb. Look at him. Look at the baby. Wow, so stupid. And this is a picture of the other man.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which looks just like
So,
me.
Ms. Winters, why did you send this text?
Your Honor, this gentleman, he's been away for a while, and he kept calling me every week. He's friends with Johnny. I get a phone call after about a year talking to him, and he goes, Mama, Chris, he goes, I need to tell you something. I said, what, honey? You know, just like a son. You know, just like a son. He goes, Haley told me I was the daddy.
That's really where my doubts start coming from.
That's false also.
So, Mr. Brennan, had you ever asked, this is a guy you know, so had you ever asked this guy if he'd had sex with Ms. Jackson, your high school sweetheart?
Oh, I already knew they was. I knew they was. That's how we became friends, is because he was truthful with me and told me what happened in their past. And he told me everything, and I don't know why, but me and him got real cool. We became friends, and then...
Wait a minute, what did he tell you specifically?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go there.
Okay, well, smooth it out and give me the general details about the fact.
He slept with her before, during, and after we was together. Who knows when they actually slept together? It was before, during, and after. I don't know if it was while, you know.
And when you have the false
At the same
information,
time, I don't know. Well, I
then
don't
you
see
keep
why
your
he would
mouth
lie to
shut.
me, though. Why would he lie to me?
Okay,
I
then
don't
why would he
believe
lie
it.
to me and tell me stuff that you were doing behind my back is why he became friends with you?
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
Mr. Brennan, when you look at Micaiah,
She looks
you look
just
at
like
those
me.
pictures.
She looks just like me.
She
But
does.
if you
Why
open
do you
that
have
other
a doubt
picture
then?
up, she looks
You let
just like
somebody
him,
else
too.
get in your head and be the reason why you're not seeing your child.
Yeah.
I've tried to see her. I mean, I
I
shouldn't
can
have
see
to
the
fight
tears in your eyes. I can see
I
this really
shouldn't
means
have to
something
fight.
to you.
to see my baby. Yeah, it does. I love that girl more than anything else in my life, and she's the only reason why I moved and keep pushing forward, because I don't have nothing else in this world. There's nothing else
had
for
me.
me here.
You
No, I
had me.
didn't.
I
You
was there
had
for you
all the
all the
other
time.
guys in the whole
No.
town. Please.
So I heard as you were expressing yourself, you said when you look at her, she looks like you,
She looks exactly
and
like
then
me.
you feel like she also looks like the other guy.
He looks just like me. Me and him look like twins, though.
Why are you in tears, Miss Jackson? What are you feeling?
I just know who my baby's dad is, and it just sucks that we couldn't have had it. And I have to be here. It upsets me.
Yeah,
It frustrates
me
me. that all this even has to even happen when it could have been done a long, long time ago between me and him and nobody else. If there's really that much of a doubt, I would have stepped forward, because I have no doubt.
Ms. Jackson, I do need to ask you, because there is a paternity question, were you sleeping with other people during the relationship with Mr. Brennan?
If we weren't together,
I wish we could.
I
take
could
a
do
lie
whatever I
detector
want.
test.
And you also
Absolutely.
disagree with the testimony where they suggested that you told this other guy that he was her biological father.
Yes, I've never told him that.
And why
It's
would he
always
say
been
that?
Johnny since day
Always.
one.
Why
Always
would he
been
say
Johnny.
that?
Why would he say that?
Johnny knows this, and he knows how far up
That's
I
dumb.
was
I could
with
think.
him. I was super close
So
to him.
why are you believing
It
him
was
over us?
It was him
Why
and
would he
nobody
lie?
else.
That's what I want to know.
Because
So you don't want to see your
He
granddaughter?
tells the truth.
You don't want to see your granddaughter because of what someone else
Oh,
said.
I'm going to see her. Believe that.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your mother.
Believe
you
that.
want to meddle in any other time?
We'll see.
You're lucky. Okay. Whew.
Oh, I'm
Sorry,
lucky?
Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to deal
I am
with
lucky.
this
It's a very-
for
because I get
since
to
they
wake
were
up every
14
day and
years.
see her.
It is a very
I am
intense.
lucky.
It is a
Why would we
very
wanna listen
intense
to that?
situation.
Very.
I
It
see
is.
that. The mamas here. There's a lot going on with the mothers. No, really. And as I see, I mean, I can barely get your daughter to testify because you
I'm
talking
sorry.
over her and pointing, and I mean, it's a lot going on between the mothers, and it makes me wonder, are you two getting in the way of these two young people really having a
I
conversation?
love Haley. No, I love
No,
Haley.
I'm not saying. Well, listen, first of all, let's get something clear that everybody in the gallery knows. All of you care about one another because you all going at it so hard. When you don't care about people, you don't have all this to say.
No, you don't.
You just don't. You just done. This, what I see is our childhood sweethearts and their respective mothers. You have love for her.
I do.
You have love for him.
Yes, I do.
You two still have love for one another. This is obvious for everybody in this room. Raise your hand if you don't believe what I just said. There's not a hand raised in this courtroom. Miss Jackson, you are pretty much now, with the help of your mother, raising this beautiful baby girl by yourself.
Yes.
She's a beautiful little girl,
Yes, she is. Thank you.
and she deserves to know who her biological father is, and she deserves the love and care of her father, her grandmother, and her entire village. Miss Jackson, have you prepared yourself either way, or you still maintain you know for certain Mr. Brennan is Micaiah's biological father?
I'm certain.
Mr. Brennan, have you prepared yourself either way?
Yes, ma'am, I have. If she's mine, I'm coming for her. She's got a house. She's got her own room. She's got everything she needs in Tennessee. If she's not mine, I just don't want nothing to do with them no more. I mean, I'll keep up on with
And
the
I
baby.
will say
but
hallelujah
I
if
don't
you're
wanna
not
hear
the
nothing
dad.
from them. I can't
Believe
even,
me.
I don't even like hearing her voice.
I don't even like hearing yours.
So, Miss Jackson, your daughter just said she knows for certain and has no doubt that Mr. Brennan's the biological father, and then you just say, well, I'll be happy if you're not. So
I know.
is there,
I know
is
he's
there?
the dad. I know he is.
Oh, so-
I'm going on what
So
my
you just
daughter
running your
said.
mouth?
I'm just running my mouth.
You should be quiet when it's against your daughter's
Amen.
benefit. You know when to be quiet. Because your daughter says she knows for sure, then you come up talking about, well, I hope he ain't. Well,
It
I
doesn't-
really- well,
Your
that-
Honor, it doesn't matter
He-
what
he's
anybody
not
else
gonna
says.
do
as long
anything.
as
I'm sorry?
I know.
They're not
Exactly.
going to do anything anyway. It doesn't matter what the results
so
are.
you're just talking because you're angry.
Very
All right.
angry.
You don't really have a doubt.
I don't have a doubt.
All right. Well, let's see if, in fact, what you've testified to is true. I do have the results for you. Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Jackson versus Brennan, if you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. When it comes to 5-year-old Micaiah Jackson, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Brennan, you are the father.
Thank God. And I thought that, but when your friend comes to you and tells you that she says you're not, I mean, you can only wonder. And then when you ask her and she blocks you,
You had the doubt, but now that doubt is done.
Yes, Your Honor.
You wanted to be this beautiful baby's father, and you are.
yes, ma'am.
Now, this is the legal lesson here. You are not on her birth certificate right now. That's going to be something you two have to get done immediately. Get that changed, and that's important. Not just for you, Mr. Brennan. That's important for Micaiah. You will then have a legal right to see your child, and you also have a legal responsibility to help care for her financially.
No problem.
I don't think you do have a problem with it. I think it was clear throughout this hearing that you love this baby and you want to be in her life.
More than anything.
But
in the
there's
world.
too much noise here. Everybody running their mouth, but not enough people coming up with solutions. Right?
Yeah. I agree.
So I'm gonna send you off to Dr. Jeff. I want you to take advantage of the counseling. I want you to begin to work through things. I want you to go in there by yourself without your mamas. And then to the mothers, your challenge is gonna be to stay out of it. All right. I wish you all the very best. She's so beautiful. She is worth the work, right?
Yes.
Court is adjourned.